Well, Rob, it's certainly been a very busy week for the club. We've had some new signings, some great signings as well. And now we can reveal the new kit as well. Always an exciting moment.
Absolutely, Mel. At long last, we can reveal what's a really fantastic kit. Huge amount of work's gone in to get us to this point. I appreciate it's a little bit later in the day than we would like. But excited today for sure to be revealing it. And an incredibly busy week. Huge amount of work going on behind the scenes with the recruitment team, and fantastic to see almost this conveyor belt, if you like, of new young talent coming to the club, and really sort of changing the complexion and the makeup of the squad ahead of next season.
We'll come to the new kit behind you in a minute, right? But I'm just interested. Tell us a wee bit about the actual process. How do you go about designing a new kit for Aberdeen FC? I mean, it's something I'm sure all us fans would love to get involved in.
Yeah, as much as we'd like to give everybody some crayons and a colouring in book before the start of each season, it's a fairly challenging process. It starts a long way out, Mel. We're probably working 18 months at least in advance. I mean, to give fans a sense of the timing, the 23-24 away kit is already signed off and approved and will shortly be going into production. So that just gives a sense of some of the lead times. But we'll work closely with Adidas. They'll come to us well in advance and say, what are the major anniversaries that are coming up? Is there something you particularly want to celebrate? Is there, something significant in the club's history? So obviously for us, with being 40th anniversary of Gothenburg, that's the focal point for this particular kit. And so a lot of work behind the scenes going into designing what the kit will look like. We've got a special logo, as we'll talk about, but working closely with them to make sure that we get it exactly spot on, and then giving ourselves enough time to get it produced. And unfortunately one can't legislate for a global pandemic.
But you get final sign-off, is that right? Is that the perks of the job?
No, it's very much a team effort. I'd like to think so, but no. So myself, Jason Hill, who looks after all of our retail efforts, Scott Gormel, who heads up our marketing team, and obviously Stephen Gunn from a football perspective. The four of us really work closely together in-house, and we get to a strong consensus fairly early, I'd like to think.
Right, tell us a wee bit about the kit for this year, the inspiration behind the design.
Well, obviously inspired by those wonderful scenes back in 1983 in the Ullevi Stadium in Gothenburg. This is a momentous anniversary for the club. 40 years since that terrific triumph, and so we felt it was really important, both with the home and the away kits, to pay homage to that amazing period in the club's history. So obviously the home shirt, reflective of that wonderful evening in Gothenburg, and then the away strip, going into the white with the black shorts and the red pinstripe. I think a wonderful, sort of embodiment of all that the club stands for as well. And just to see the combination of the two, as we can see in the images here, I think really strong. These are kits that we can't wait to get out on sale. And we've gone and created this very special commemorative badge that you'll see not only on the kits but also on some additional products and merchandise in the retail store during the course of the season. And
there's also 2 stars on the sleeve as well.
There are, absolutely. I'm delighted to say we're still the only club in Scotland to be able to put those 2 stars on the sleeve.
This, obviously, the history with Adidas goes quite a long way back to the 1980s under Sir Alex Ferguson. They've produced a lot of strips. The relationship between the two organisations is very strong, isn't it?
It is, Mel. It goes a long way back. I mean, there's that wonderful photograph of Sir Alex running with the team. I think it was at Balgani or somewhere near the beach, and he's wearing the old trefoil and running along, and you really begin to appreciate when you see images like that the extent and scale of the history. We work really closely with Adidas. They're significant partners to us. The kit is such an important part of what we do. It makes up an important part of the revenue streams for us as a club. We work hand in glove, and we face challenges as we have through some of the pandemic, and we find solutions to try and overcome some difficult situations at times.
We obviously have a new front of shirt partner, Texo. I know when we did the RedTV feature with Chris Smith, how excited he was about having his logo on the front of the shirts, and I guess it's a very exciting day for them as well.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I've just texted a couple of the guys at Texo to say look out for when we launch later today, and they're enormously thrilled. They're a business that's hugely committed to Aberdeen. They're very, very excited to see their logo on the front of the shirts. It's a fantastic 3-year deal. a big change for us. Obviously, we've been involved with Saltire Energy for the last 8 years, and a big change for us as a club. Lots of changes to branding right across the club, top to bottom. But a wonderful day for Texo to see their logo on the front of the shirt.
And we also have a logo in the back for the first time in that position. I think it looks really good. It gives the strip a real sort of continental feel. Ram Tubular's a big supporter of the club as well, so it's great for them.
Absolutely. Delighted to see Jim Stewart and his team at Ram really ramping up their continued support for the club over many, many years. They've been strong supporters of the club for a long time, and the opportunity came available to free up some inventory on the shirt under the terms of the new deal, and Jim was really excited, and I think it looks absolutely terrific, and I'd like to think we'll drive some really strong visibility and return on investment for Jim as well.
As you alluded to at the start, the kits are launching slightly later this season than we would normally have liked, so what were the reasons behind that?
So, the challenges of a global pandemic just cannot be underestimated, and this is, I can say with certainty, is not an Aberdeen-only issue. This is football clubs across the country. Some of the biggest clubs in the country are really struggling. You'll see a variety of different kits launching at different times. Some clubs are being forced to launch with an away kit only, waiting for home kits. And this isn't an Adidas only issue as well. I think particularly for manufacturers who are producing their kits in the Far East, the UK news doesn't pick up on the state of COVID in the Far East, or the fact that there's been a typhoon in the Philippines, or these sorts of things. So there've been some significant global supply challenges. Anybody who works in business in and around Aberdeen will know, elsewhere in the UK as well. So we've worked really closely, really hard over the last number of weeks and months with Adidas to make sure that we can get as much of the stock in as early as possible. At one point it looked like it was going to be considerably later, so I'm delighted that we're in the position that we're in. I appreciate it's not ideal to be perhaps as late as it is, but we're there now, and really excited to just get these on sale.
Okay, so here's a big question. When can the fans expect to get their kits? I think we opened up a pre-order campaign, is that right? Yeah,
so pre-order commences today, and that will run through until the 18th of July. And then kits will be available for dispatch from the 4th of August, and then on to general sale from the 5th of August. So, as I say, not ideal in terms of timing, but this is something that we're going to see right across football. Fortunately, I think things are considerably improved as we move into 23-24. There is just going to be this period of disruption for just about every club in one way or another.
And tell us about the kit prices. It's always something that's, rightly hotly discussed. People have strong opinions, and there has been a small increase this year, I see.
Yes, a small increase, Mel, but not something that we've taken lightly or gone and simply imposed, because we're seeing big leaps in transportation and other charges. Material costs have gone up as well. I think this is the first price increase we've seen in the shirt in 7 years, and I think in those 7 years there were probably a number of conversations around let's go for some sort of increase, and we held back. So it's a fairly nominal increase, but something that we had to do under the current circumstances.
We talked about the logo. Looking further ahead, is there any plans for the 40th anniversary of Gothenburg? What's the club going to be doing?
Well, hopefully in the next couple of weeks we're going to be announcing exactly what we're doing. We've had a number of conversations about it. Myself, the chairman Dave Cormack, talking to a couple of the Gothenburg greats earlier this week, in fact. May 2023 is going to be a very special month for this club. A number of the players are getting on, both in age and health, and I think this may be one of the last opportunities to get that group together. So we've got some fantastic plans lined up, working closely with the city, and we look forward to announcing those. It will truly be a very special month, and looking to stage a range of exciting initiatives where fans can be involved and really come and enjoy and celebrate what was a wonderful triumph.
But just finally, an exciting season, a lot to look forward to, and you must be pleased with the kits as well.
Yeah, delighted. It's funny, you work on these kits, as I said at the beginning of the interview, so far in advance, you almost forget what they look like, and then you see them again, and you're like, oh yes, that's exactly what we're doing now, and your mind's already thinking 23, 24 and beyond, but delighted to have these on sale. Looking forward to a wonderful season. We've had a challenging 12 months. We all recognise that. But I think the recruitment guys have done a sterling job behind the scenes, and obviously the players are away on Monday down to their pre-season training camp in Spain, and we'll hopefully come back renewed and enthused and excited, and set to go when the games start in early July.
Rob, well done. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mel. Thank you very much.